I need to make this video of those dancing nurses in the White House. Apparently, Joe Biden had a Christmas special, and this special had some dancing, singing nurses in the White House, literally. So there's a lot of people who actually think this is cringe, and I'm like, you know what? I watched it. I first read an article about this, and I was like, I had to watch this, because the article made it seem like it was kind of weird, like it was cringy. So I watched it, and it was, I would say, just a little bit cringy. But look, I'm glad they actually have like a whole entire UN of nurses, like not the UN of nurses, but like a salad bowl of American nurses. Like I see a couple of Asian people there, a couple black people, a couple white people. However, I was like, I didn't spot a white male nurse in that whole entire group. But whatever. I'm glad they actually included everybody because I think the best working environment is a working environment where you actually have like every single race of people there, if possible, like a whole variety of people there, if possible. And I guarantee this: previous to 2017, if they had these dancing nurses, they would have left out they would have left out Asians, even though like the whole Filipino nurses thing, they actually make up a large percentage of nurses in hospitals. I mean, it's a shame you don't see them on TV these days. I don't think you see them on Grey's Anatomy. Not that I watch that show, but I know that a lot of people say that show is not true to life. They don't have Filipino nurses. They don't have Asian doctors. You know, which is so wrong. Scrubs did the same thing. House, that like all those shows that were previous to 2017 left out a whole lot of races. They left out Asian Americans. They left out Filipinos. They left out Latino Americans. I'm glad that a lot of these shows, after 2017, where social media came to prominence, that they actually started including a real representation of America. I've always said that from 1995 to 2017, the media essentially just forked to just black and white. And it was the most racist period for Asians, Asian Americans, Latino Americans weren't getting kind of representation. They were just pretty much pushing whites and blacks. For the longest time, not only were they pushing whites and blacks, but they were pushing racism against, they were being racist as hell as far as representation is concerned against Asian Americans, Asians, Latinos. If you ever actually go back and watch any production, TV, movies, between 1995 and 2017, where there's an Asian character, where there's an Asian American character, particularly an Asian American male character, it was just absolute racist, like downright racist stereotypes. It's the most racist stereotypes you can think of was during that period. All right, it was worse than it was worse than whatever period before that. It was just horrible. So and people need to speak up against that. I think that period needs to be highlighted as like a culturally terroristic period against Asian Americans, against the representation of Latino Americans, gay Americans, women's groups, etc., etc. I think this is America. This is not Europe or Africa. They need to have included the whole entirety of Americans, of all colors, and have them be represented with dignity. But the blacks and the Jews, being as they are, right around that period of 1995 to 2017, where they essentially had a monopoly of control over the productions that they put out, went and did the most racist things to Asian Americans, as far as characterization is concerned, as far as storylines are concerned, as far as anything is concerned. They were racist. But I noticed that they did put up this big black guy all the way to the left, and that also was created during that period, because if you notice, before that period, that if you looked at all the characters before that period, I mean, the average black guy in America is like 5'9", 5'10". But I've been seeing that they purposely go out and get the tallest, best looking black male, black woman, and they'll just have them represent the other 99% of the fug population. Not to say that other races doesn't have fug population. Like, most people are just average looking at most. But if you're gonna brand blacks and Jews and whites with your best 1% of your population, like basketball players, football players, athletes, those people represent like 0.00000000001% of your population. But those are the people you're gonna pop up. But you're gonna get like an average short Asian dude, average short Latino dude, and then pop it in there with that dude. Like, nah, that's not the representation of your people. The representation of your people is pretty average. Average height, might be short. I mean, that whole big black dude stereotype came about during the 90s, like in the mid 90s, 1995 to 2017. They kept on pushing that garbage. I mean, if you guys think about it, previous to that, they had, who did you see on TV? Like Benson, Gary Coleman, that black dude that did like the weird noises with his mouth on what's that movie? You guys know the guy, the black dude in Revenge of the Nerds. They weren't pushing that all that stuff. But let's all be serious about how the Jews, the whites, and the blacks rebranded constantly branded their population with like the tallest, best looking people, and they selectively casted that way, even though the rest of the population is just absolutely fug. But and then when it came to Asian Americans, Latino Americans, Indian Americans, gays, or what, they got like some short ass people that they selectively cast like the shortest, weirdest, stereotypical looking people they could find, and then they just put them up there, which is wrong. All right, and I'm so glad that we were in 2017, where if they couldn't do that, they can't do that anymore, because social media would actually point that out to them. Okay, point the racism out to them. Anyway, back to this video. Do I think it's cringe? I don't. It doesn't. You know what? No, it's not that bad to me. It's not that bad to me. It's fine. A little bit strange. I would say it's a little bit off the mark, but whatever. They're actually inclusive of everybody, and they're singing Christmas carols, and I gotta tell you, these nurses, these people in the healthcare industry actually put their life on the line for the last 2 years, serving people, serving this country, and I believe that they should have their place in the sun. They should be respected for it. And if this is part of the way that they get the spotlight put on them, as far as being caretakers of the sick, the people who worked during during times when people, during the pandemic, when people were staying home and stuff like that, they actually put their lives on the line, and they should definitely be respected for it. And No, I don't think it's such a weird thing. I know that's a lot. I watched a couple of videos commenting on this, and I know a lot of people are like, "Wow, it's kind of weird. It's kind of cringy, a little bit weird and cringy, but still, can't knock this as being something that's wrong, particularly when they actually showed, highlighted, the whole entire rainbow of Americans. Every all the Americans, as far as race wise, and all the minorities, rather than just white and black that they did previous to 2017. I can't knock this, guys. All right. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Leave your comment in the comment section. Normally I don't say like smash that like button, but definitely smash that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. And all right, guys, take care.